This is a video to show you the procedure to make up a D Sub Loom. I'll take you through each of the steps to complete the job. For this project, we will be using the Van Dam Blue Series 8-pair multi-core cable. The first thing we need to do is to remove the sheath of the multi-core cable to expose the individual tails. We need to do this on both ends. The next thing we need to do is to measure up the length of the sheath that we actually need to take off. Then what we do is, using a sharp knife, we can slowly cut through the sheath, taking care not to actually cut too deep so that we don't damage the internal tails that we're actually cutting off. We can use a cloth just to clean off the powdery residue onto the tails. The next step is to strip the individual tails to expose the conductor pairs, and we will do this using this type of stripper. Once the individual conductors are exposed for each tail, we need to strip each of the conductors using this type of stripper. Once this is done, you should end up with something like this. The next step is to tin each of these bare conductors. Now, I would recommend using some form of flux to actually make sure that the solder adheres to the conductors properly. Simply just dip each of the conductors in the flux and using a soldering iron and solder, just tin each of the conductors one by one. Next, we're going to sleeve all the individual tails using this type of lubricant and a stretcher tool. Once all the tails are done, you will end up with something looking like this.